Sonic's Greenhouse Adventure Season 1, Chapter 13, Movie Marathon Weekend. Sonic's point of view.
It had been a nice week. Now tonight is the movie marathon weekend with Crystal, Joey, and Marina, and I for one couldn't wait. So to cope with waiting, I went for a morning run. When I got back, I saw that breakfast was ready. "Good morning, Pretzel Lady," I said sweetly as I sat down at the dining table.
Good morning, Sonic. So how was your run this morning?
Pretzel Lady asked me happily as she gave me my breakfast. "It was so refreshing, and I'm so excited for the movie marathon weekend today," I replied energetically as I ate my breakfast. 2 hours later, there was a knock at the door, so I answered it and saw it was Marina. "Hey Marina, how are you this morning?" I asked excitedly.
I'm doing great. My parents and I came to bring you to our house for the marathon.
"All right, let's do this," I exclaimed as I pumped my fist in the air. Then I sped off to my cave to grab my backpack filled with what I'd need, since we'd be staying at Marina's place for the whole weekend. That included my rings. Then I ran over to Pretzel Lady and Donut Lord, who just finished getting ready for the day. "Well guys, Marina is here to take me to her place. So goodbye and see you Sunday night. I love you guys," I said and then hugged them goodbye. Then I ran back over to Marina.
You ready to go?
"I was born ready," I replied with a confident smirk as we ran over to her parents' car.
Hey, Sonic, we're Marina's parents. I'm Annalise, and this is my husband, Josh.
Annalise explained as we got into the car. "Hi, it's nice to meet you," I said happily as Annalise started the car.
Alright, next stop is Crystal's house.
Marina explained happily, and so 10 minutes later, we arrived at Crystal's house.
Hey Crystal.
Hey guys, I'm so excited to see your reaction to these movies.
Crystal said as we allowed her to enter the car.
I know, right? I bet you'll have the cutest and biggest smile on your face, Sonic.
"I'm sure I will. So let's go get Joey," I said once we were all settled in the seats. 5 minutes later, we arrived at Joey's place. "Hey Joey dude, how are you doing?" I asked happily as he got into the car, and I gave him a fist bump.
I'm doing great, Sonic. I couldn't wait for this marathon.
Joey said casually. Then we arrived at Marina's house. "Whoa, your place is gorgeous. I have never seen a house so big," I exclaimed in awe as we got out of the car.
Thanks, Sonic. We worked real hard to make this place a reality.
"Yeah, it totally shows," I said happily as we walked inside. And wow, it was even more amazing on the inside.
Well, guys, follow me to the home theater I mentioned a while back.
Marina told us enthusiastically as we began to follow her.
Well, here we are.
Whoa, you weren't kidding, Marina. This is awesome. So, the true question is, which movie should we watch first? I asked as I felt my tail wag vigorously in anticipation.
How about we do it in order of release?
Oh, that means you get to watch my choice first, and when is The Lost Empire?
Crystal said excitedly as Marina set up the movie and we all sat down in the seats, and the movie began. So far, the movie was really cool, but then my jaw dropped in amazement at this scene where they found the Crystal of Atlantis. And man, it was epic. "Whoa, you were right, Crystal. This score is amazing. Thank goes for the scene alone, let alone the rest of the movie so far," I told Crystal as my mind was recovering from being blown away by the scene.
I know, right? In fact, it's both my favorite scene and favorite track from the movie. I will even send you a link to the soundtrack later.
The rest of the movie was just as amazing. Definitely on my top 10 favorite movies of all time.
So, what did you think?
I loved it so much that I wish I could go there, I exclaimed as I ran around in excitement.
Whoa, really? I thought the same way after my first viewing.
Crystal said happily and we both laughed. Then Marina set up the next movie.
Now you can see mine, Kubo and the Two Strings.
Joey exclaimed proudly. This one started out with a bang. And I mean, it tricked me into blinking when it advised I do so. Then I realized this movie hit close to home. Kubo's mother reminded me of Longclaw, and that made this movie special to me. Hey guys, she is a lot like how Longclaw was when trying to protect me and my power. Isn't that crazy? I said as I laughed at the irony of it.
Whoa, really? That is definitely one crazy coincidence.
This movie was so cool so far. Then we got to the scene of Monkey's backstory, which was told through Kubo's origami magic, and it was beautiful. Whoa, this is crazy cool. Now I am curious on how they make these movies, I said in total awe.
Well, that is the plan for tomorrow.
Oh, sweet, that will be fun, I said in agreement as the movie continued. Then the last sister killed Hanzo. No, that's a foul! Was all I could say through my shock.
That's what I said during my first viewing.
Then we came to the finale, and boy, what an emotional scene it was, so bittersweet. Well, that was a literal masterpiece, I said as the credits rolled.
I knew you would agree.
Joey said as we high-fived. Marina put the final movie in.
Well, get ready for mine. Coco.
Marina said as she sat back down. Then the movie opened up with a mariachi version of the Disney logo theme, and that got me really excited. When I saw Miguel and Mama Coco spending time together, it warmed my heart. Then I saw The Land of the Dead for the first time. It was incredible. Then we got to hear Miguel sing at the contest, and he sounded amazing. And I saw Marina singing along in perfect harmony with him. Whoa, he's got some pipes, I said as I was enjoying the fun song. Then I officially cried as I saw the flashback of Hector and the younger version of Coco as he sang Remember Me to her. It just took me back to the days of me living with Longclaw, and I couldn't hold it in any longer, and it caused me to ugly cry, for the song reminded me of what Longclaw said in my dream.
Sonic, are you okay?
Yeah, it's just that I had a dream about Longclaw the night after I met you guys. I'll explain more once the movie's over, I told my friends as I calmed down. Then we got to the finale, starting where the sunrise began to appear in the Land of the Dead. It made me feel so many emotions that it wore me out. Whoa, I'm emotionally drained. That was beautiful, guys. Thanks. I love them all, although Coco wins when it comes to what spoke and stood out to me, I said as the credits of Coco rolled.
Well, come on, guys, it's lunchtime.
Marina exclaimed as we followed her to the dining table.
Well, Sonic, Tom informed me about your favorite food, so I made it.
Annalise told me as she put chili dogs on the table. Why, thank you, Annalise. These look awesome. Then I grabbed them and began savoring it happily.
Thanks, Mom, they taste great.
Marina said as she ate hers.
So chili dogs, huh, Sonic? That's interesting. What's the story behind that?
Joey asked me curiously as he ate his. Well, back when I first met Tom, we stopped at a gas station and just across from it was the Piston Pit. It looked so cool that I couldn't resist, so I disguised myself and went in. That's when I learned about bucket lists and made mine. After doing some of those things with Tom, a gang confronted us, so I decided to use my speed to save us. Remember what I said on the day I met you and Crystal? I asked before continuing.
Oh yeah, how everything looks like everything else is at or close to a standstill from your perspective?
Yep, and that's when I ate my first chili dog, I said happily.
Whoa, that's insane. I wish I could have seen you do that.
Joey exclaimed in awe. Yeah, I wish. But oh well, at least I don't have to worry about Eggman anymore, I said in agreement as I finished my lunch.
Wait, do you mean that psycho scientist guy who was after you? Is that what you call him?
Marina asked as she began to laugh hysterically. Yep, and it's because his drones look like flying eggs, I replied as I laughed along with her.
Wow, that's hilariously brilliant.
Crystal said as she high-fived me. So what are we gonna do now? I asked excitedly.
Well, all I need to know is, do you like dancing?
Yes, I love dancing. So why do you ask? I asked curiously.
Well then, we're going to play Just Dance.
Marina explained enthusiastically as we followed her to a new room.
Welcome to the video game room.
Marina said as I looked around the room. Wow, this is so cool, I said in awe. Then Marina was setting up the Wii console and put the game in.
So do you know how to play Sonic?
No worries, Marina, I got this, I said reassuringly.
Well, since you're the guest of honor, would you like to choose the first song? This edition has all the songs done so far in the series.
Sure, let me see, I said as I began looking through the songs and found on the perfect one. Yes, that's the one. Don't Stop Me Now by Queen, I said as I selected it.
Ooh, Queen is always a win.
Marina exclaimed in agreement. Then we danced to it together. Once the dance was over, it showed that I won. Yes, I am the dancing champion, I said in victory.
Wow, you're incredible.
Joey said with his jaw dropped. Why, thank you, Joey, I said playfully.
Who wants to choose the next song?
I will. Now let's see.
Crystal replied as she started to look for a song. It was William Tell Overture. I danced with Marina while Crystal danced with Joey, and I thought it was a lot of fun and very silly, which made me love it all the more. That one was great, I said, falling to the floor laughing in pure joy.
And that's why I picked that one. And I love that piece of classical music.
Well, looks like it's my turn.
Joey said as he began his search. He chose Irish Meadow Dance. It was so different and fun. Wow, that was adrenaline pumping, I said as I calmed myself down from that excitement.
Yeah, Joey, we didn't know you liked that kind of music. So I guess you learn more about your friends every day.
Well, now, let me see. Oh yeah, this one's a nostalgic classic for me.
Marina exclaimed as she landed on Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Ashley and selected it. We all knew the words to this one, so we all sang along as we danced, which made it even better. Oh man, that was so much fun, I said as we sat down on the couch to relax while Marina turned the game off and just enjoyed each other's company for the rest of the night.
Later that night, Sonic was sleeping, but not peacefully. In his dream, he saw the government officials marching into the house, looking for him in a hostile manner. Tom and Maddie tried to reason with them, but they didn't listen and searched the house, and now they were closing in on the attic.
Oh no, what do I do? If I leave, they could hurt my family, but if I stay, I will be dissected.
Sonic thought as he fell to his knees and sobbed. The door opens and they surrounded Sonic.
Please, don't hurt me, nor Presley, nor Donut Lord. I don't need any harm, and they just gave me something I haven't had for an entire decade.
Sonic said through his tears.
The president will see about that. Now come with us to the White House.
The leader said seriously, and Sonic nodded and followed them.
Don't worry, Donut Lord and Presley Lady. It'll be okay. I promise.
Sonic told them with tears in his eyes as he got into the car with the government officials. Marina's point of view.
I woke up when I heard heavy sobbing and looked over at Sonic. He was shaking like a leaf and his quills were glowing, so I ran over to him. Wake up, Sonic, it's just a nightmare. It's not real, I said to try to help him escape the nightmare. Then he woke up. His quills were still glowing and lightning was coursing through them.
Marina?
Yes, it's me, Sonic. Do you want to talk about it? I asked carefully, trying not to scare him more than he already was.
It was the government taking me to the White House, but all alone. And there was no guarantee of seeing Donut Lord nor Pizza Lady ever again, or what else could happen once I got there.
Sonic said as he hugged me and sobbed into my chest, so I held him close. Shh, it's okay, Sonic. That will never happen, especially not alone. And if they were to try and stop us, we won't give up until we were by your side as he met the president, I said firmly and comfortingly as I carefully rubbed his back to calm him down more. Then his quills finally stopped glowing. That's it, Sonic. So do you feel better now? I asked him gently.
Yes, thank you, Marina.
No problem, Sonic. And I must say, your fur is so soft, I said happily and giggled, hoping to raise his spirits even more.
You really think so?
Yes, I do, I said as I scratched the back of his ears curiously to see how he would react. And it came out as purring. Aw, that's so adorable, I said, for I couldn't help myself.
I didn't know I could do that.
Well, we better get some sleep. Good night, Sonic.
Okay, good night, Marina.
Sonic replied and we went back to bed as I saw him out like a light and peacefully too.